In this video, I'm going to show you how to open up your very first LucidPress document. Following the instructions exactly in this way is really important so that you take advantage of the free education version of this app. If you don't follow in this way, there will be some limitations. You'll be on a trial version. But this way you're on a free education version, which will give you unlimited pages and a lot more features. So please, please, please follow these instructions. The first thing you need to do is get to your Google Drive. Remember, we get that from up here in the right-hand corner next to your avatar. Then we go over to New, tap on New, go down to More, and then go down to LucidPress. Okay, we're going to tap on that, and you're going to get usually a tip or two. Now, because I've already logged in and I'm already connected to this, what's going to happen is I'm going to get this screen. You may get it right away, or you may get a login screen with your Learn34 account. So if you see that, click on your account. If you get the choice, am I a student or a teacher, click, of course, that you are a student. If you see all of that, that will make me happy, and you are on the right track to getting in the correct way. All right, as I go through this, I'm going to highly recommend stopping and trying the things as I do them so that you can kind of understand them more of a step-by-step. The other alternate is to watch the whole thing through and then go back and watch it again, stopping and starting. Either way is fine. If you need the overview, watch the whole thing. If you need it step by step, following smaller instructions, then follow along and pause the video. So we're going to start with a blank document. So I'm going to tap on blank, and it will open up to a default paper that is a letter size paper. You see the size paper over here on the right hand side. You'll see it's letter sized. If you wanted it on landscape, you could tap it to go landscape. Either way is fine. I'm going to go landscape just because it's easier to see everything. If because you're small screen you can't see everything, if you go down here, you'll be able to make the document smaller or larger, and then two-finger scroll to put your paper in the middle. Okay, so LucidPress is a publishing application that is similar to a very powerful program called Adobe InDesign. It makes it really easy to move things around and put text in, and you will love it in the end. So the first thing I'm going to show you, is this right-hand side. So we still have our paper up. You can reduce the margin size. The margins are there to make sure that you don't print something, you don't place something important on the outside of the margins. And I'm not going to worry about page lock yet. Okay, so I'm going to start with text. Our default text is headings, and you'll see that it comes in at 30 points. Now here on the right hand side, so when we have something selected, you will see on the right hand side this menu changes. So I'm looking at the text, I'm looking at the font, I've got Open Sans. This is the size, and it's currently bold. I can make this bigger, like that. I can make it bigger, like this. Oh no, I can't. Never mind. Sometimes you can. So if I highlight the whole thing, I can make it 150 points. Whoops, that's 99 points. I messed on that one. Let's get rid of it. 150. So now I have a nice big heading. Don't be shy when you're doing stuff like this to put nice big headings. And I'll know it's in the middle. Okay, there we go. Somewhere in the middle. Okay, Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to triple click on this so I'm highlighting, and now I'm going to show you how to do a few more things. I can change the color of my heading, and so I can scroll through here and see what color I like best. Okay, so I'm just going to go with this one. And then if you click on text options, you get to outline, which is really fun. So I'm going to outline with black, and I'm going to make it thicker. Oh, there, black. And you can make it bigger. So this is similar to word art in Google Drawings. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to change the font. You have a bunch of default fonts here, but what's really fun is to go into Manage Fonts, and there you can find all kinds of cool stuff. So you've got comic style fonts, you've got retro style fonts, you've got typewriter style fonts. I'm going to go with typewriter because I'm kind of like it. I'm a little old-fashioned. So I'm going to go with Junko's typewriter. Do I like it? Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So I'm going to toggle it on, and I'm going to hit done. And then over here, I'm going to find it again. So I'm going to scroll down here until I find. So see, here's different headings that I can try. I think it was called Junko's. There's Junko's. So there's my headings. It's a little bit crazy because I have this outline. If I change the outline, it will make it less goofy. Okay, so there's headings. So lots of fun with that. So I would suggest pausing the video now and taking some time to play with the headings feature. Now, another thing that you can do is you can do subheadings, which is a default, a smaller one, and that's pretty much the same. All of these things show up in here. All of these items on the side I am not going to worry about at this point. That's much more advanced work. I'm going to delete that by hitting backspace. If you are planning a text, you can put in something called lorem ipsum, which creates a box that tells you this is what it's going to look like. It's Latin and it doesn't make any sense, but that's okay because it gives you a feel for what it would look like if you had text in there. And then you can simply replace that text later. So pause and give that a try. You can always change this to fit something a little bit differently. Okay, now I'm going to go to the next item on the menu, and that's called shapes. Really cool things you can do with shapes. Now, first of all, you can have a rectangle, so that's pretty normal. Over here, I can fill it, and when I hover over the colors, I can fill it with different colors. Okay, I can give it a border, so I can increase the border. If I toggle this menu, I can give it different styles of border. I can give it different colors of border. And I can even make it slightly transparent, or the border transparent, but I can also make the color slightly transparent, so you'd be able to see through my headings for kind of a weird look. Okay, so when I click on it, so remember the blue box around activates the menu over here, and you'll be able to change what you want. So I'm just going to put that over there, and I'm going to pull it all the way across. Now my headings is gone, but just like in Google Drawings, you can send it to the back. So now I have my headings there, and I've got, I will get rid of my border or change the border. I can drop a shadow if I want, I think. Put a shadow underneath my headings, which can kind of look cool. And that went with the shadow on the headings because that's highlighted. But if I highlight here and click a shadow, now that will be there. I can change the angle. So many amazing things you can do with this. Now with the shapes as well, not only can you just do plain shapes, but you can change that into text. So if I double tap on that, you'll see a cursor. I'm just going to copy some of this lorem ipsum here. So copy, double click, and now you can actually create a circle text, a circle of text. I can get rid of the border altogether if I don't want that. So I can do, where do I do that? Here. I can get rid of, oh no, that's under shape. Sorry, under shape, and I can get rid of that. So it's just this circle of text. Okay, one more thing I want to show you with this shapes menu, which is just going to make you feel amazing. Okay, I'm going to use the triangle. Now, remember we talked about fill. I highlight it and I get different colors, but I can add something else to it. I can add an image. So I'm going to tap on image and I'm going to choose the image. Now here is my box of images. I've already brought in a bunch, but I'll show you how to find one. You can go to Bing search and you can type in something that you're interested in. I'll just go cat, and these are different pictures of cats that I like. So I can adjust. I can say, okay, I want color only. I want clip art cats. So there's some cute cats. So I'm just going to go with this one because it's quite adorable, and add to photos. So it's going to load it here, and now I can click on that and insert, and now I've got this cute cat inside my picture. I'm going to select it, go over here to the image where I had before, and crop. I'm going to tap on that. Now I can move this around to fit into my picture, and I can drag these parts around so I can just make it exactly the way I want. And then when I'm done, I can hit escape and it does the picture. So that is really super, super cool. So what I want you to, now one more thing I want to show you is making a background. So I'm going to grab the rectangle or the square. I'm going to fill it all the way over here. And I'm going to find a fill, an image. I'm going to choose an image of a background picture that I want. So I'm going to go with this crazy picture that I took, insert, and now I've got this giant picture of a shrimp. Remember, on Google Drawings, we can send it to the back. So I'm going to arrange, send it to the back, and now I can actually lock that so that it doesn't move around. So I'm going to lock it, and when that happens, I get a red mark around that gives it a lock. So I've given you a ton of information. What I want you to do is play and try doing different things like what I've done here, so that you can get used to some of the basic features. When you're ready for more advanced features, then there are tons of videos on LucidPress on how to do a variety of things. So it's just a matter of using it and getting it ready. You can make books, posters. It's crazy how much you can do with this. So have fun and play.